Welcome back, all you Stray fans, to another trailer reaction video, this time to Carnival Hunt. The very first trailer. I can't believe I've missed it. It was a year ago, but thanks to a little birdie, they've let me know that there is the first cinematic trailer, so I'm making up for it today. I'm excited to see what they had at the start of the presentation, so without further ado, let's jump into the grittiness that is Carnival Hunt.
Yes. Do it.
Missing children. Oh no, not the children. Look at all the ketchup that was on that floor. I'm gonna need a lot of fries for this video. The dark grittiness of the environment. I love it. Definitely need to set the mood for a horror game. But then again, most cinematic trailers look pretty good. It's all about the gameplay. Definitely the gameplay. The turnkey, help him! Help him, please! Please! We're all trying to get out of here. No! No! Not him! Not little Timmy! Oh, epic chase scene! Run! 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 Please! Don't let him catch you! Don't let him catch you! Don't let him bring the ketchup! Run, kid, run! Run! Oh god. He is freakishly tall! Why is he so tall? It's the top hat. You can hide your key? I don't know if I'd hide it on my person. Oh, and you could possibly play dead? That's gotta be nerve-wracking. That's gonna be nerve-wracking because if too many bunnies are playing dead in one spot, the ringmaster's gonna suspect something. And then there's always that moment of, oh, who's gonna get picked up next? Oh god. Oh my god. Run! Don't let him have your key! The key is not for the... Oh god. No! Not the children! Another children gone! Another one gone! No! Wow. Love the snapshot. What language is that? Oh my god! His head is a whole blunder. Kids are being mincemeat. Oh my gosh. Okay, watch it again. I love the concept of this game. There's so many questions that I have. But we'll break it down here a little bit. I'll try to throw out some questions that I have for this game, and it'll probably get you guys thinking too. Maybe they can supply some of those answers on their either their Discord page or maybe their actual homepage. Excuse me there. The turnkey. It looks like it might be some sort of wishbone or something. No! Timmy, no! Run for your life! So there's gotta be like empty shells of bunnies just kind of laying around so that way it gets the ringmaster guessing. A really good concept if they were to implement something sort of like that for like the play dead system is to randomly spawn the empty shells of bunnies around the map, so that way they're constantly just trying to figure out like who's an actual dead bunny and who is actually alive. Hold your breath, even though you don't have lungs. The mannequin style fingers, ew, the gangly dangly fingers. Got them gangly danglies. Well, I guess there was another section that they could have ran to, but they decided to just stay where they were. Oh god, the smiles. Run! Don't let him have the key. Run, kids! Save the children! Oh my god. That ringmaster was like, I had enough of your stuff, and just ripped that key out. I'm really curious to figure out what language that is. Oh, yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to play. Please give me the beta test. I won't say anything. I won't say anything to anyone. I promise. I want to try it. I really do. Okay. So, gonna break it down, slow it down. You guys know the routine. Let's pick this apart. So again, I love the gritty environments. It's so dingy. You can see the bones of his victims just like sitting in the background. Jesus. Those poor kids. Are those animal bones or are those human bones? I can't really tell. It looks a little blurry. I know it's a camera thing. An in-game camera thing. Those kind of look like human bones. So, alright. Already we're going to be battling against time because we have a turnkey, and with turnkey toys, you only have a certain time before it finally just stops. So there's going to be some codependency on your teammates to be able to keep your key going until you find maybe an exit point, or maybe just running out of clock. That's another question I have, of whether or not you're running out of clock for the ringmaster to find you, or if you're actually trying to find an exit. If that's the case, then again, communication is going to be absolutely huge to be able to figure out where to go, what items you need to pick up, how much time you guys have left. And we did see that you were able to pull out your own turnkey to be able to hide it. Now, I don't know if you can only hide it on your person or be able to stash it somewhere else, so that way you can kind of figure out how much time you have left and how far your key is to be able to go and pick it up before your time runs out. But for simplicity's sake, I would think that the developers are just going to make it so that way you can hide it in your pocket. Because then if you're running out of time and you need someone to help you out with your turnkey, then you whip out your key, they pop it in and they turn it for you, all that good stuff. And again, I'm wondering if there's corner peeking, because there's this kid's peeking around the corner right here, right now. There's got to be other ways to hide. Maybe hiding under like a popcorn bucket, like in Metal Gear Solid, where you get to hide in a cardboard box and move around. You get to hide in a popcorn bucket. That'd be kind of cool. Oh man. Oh, the look of fear in these children's faces. Oh no. These poor bunny children. They wanted a carnival, and they got a nightmare instead. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. And then the choice for a mannequin for the ringmaster, not sure where that concept came from, but it was a pretty good one. I like it. I like it a lot. But then again, mannequins can just be scary in general, depending on what game you're playing. So, yeah, there's that. Oh god. Please. Not me. Oh my god, you can see the blender in the back of his face as he's opening his mouth. Love the detail on that. So, another question is, with that blender in his face, if you get caught too many times, does he just blend you? And then you're just completely done? And then another question is, if he obtains your turnkey, are you able to re-obtain your turnkey from him, so that way you can keep the game going? Because if he's just able to take your turnkey and hold on to it till the end of the game. That honestly kind of sucks, because then it's like, well, you're essentially out the whole game. And of course, with any sort of game, you're gonna have your experienced players and your newbies. Now, if the experienced players just learn to just hold on to the key and never give it back, then it kind of sucks for the newbies, because then you got people that don't know what they're doing and they're just out the whole game, and that may lose incentivization, if that's a word, for the new players to kind of stick around, you know, and that kind of sucks. It's really hard with these types of like 4v1 games, where one person plays like as the monster, because you gotta figure out a really good revive system to keep the newcomers coming back, so that way they're constantly interested, because if they're just constantly dying, they may just not want to play it anymore. And that really sucks, because what with Evil Dead, I know this is kind of off topic, but it kind of proves my point here. With Evil Dead, a lot of people were complaining about the monster being too underpowered and the survivors being overpowered, enough to the point where they just started nerfing the survivors until the game was hardly even fun anymore. And I ended up just dropping it and taking the game back, because it was just no fun no more. And the point of the game was so that the survivors were a little bit overpowered, because good is supposed to triumph over evil. And because it got so much backlash for the monster side, they just started buffing all the monsters, and it was, again, hardly fun to play as the survivors anymore. And that's where a lot of your player base is the survivors, because you have more survivors than you do the monsters, and the game had just dropped so hard. And I'm hoping that's not the case with this one. For this one, I have a feeling that the ringmaster is supposed to be, you know, a little bit more overpowered. He's bigger, he's taller, he's got more tricks up his sleeves compared to the bunnies. But hopefully overall the game ends up as a pretty good median, where neither side is too overpowered than the other. Because again, it's already difficult. It's going to be difficult enough playing as the bunnies, because you got to rely on your teammates to be able to keep your turn key going. You got to keep track of the time of your turn key. You got to possibly figure out an escape route, while also battling the time to be able to outlast the ringmaster. There's just so many questions that I have. And then another thing on top of that is with the play dead system. If you're gonna have bunnies playing dead along the ground, you gotta throw in some like actual overworld like shells of bunnies where they don't actually have any souls or anything in them, just some like already dead players across the map. And then not only that, you gotta make sure that it's randomized, so that way it keeps the ringmaster guessing. Because if the ringmaster is just constantly picking up dead bunnies on the ground that are actually people, then you're pretty much done yourself in. There's no other way to really hide. So there's got to be multiple ways to hide. There's got to be duds of like bodies lying around, so that way it keeps the ringmaster guessing. And it's got to be a way where experienced players don't have too much of an advantage over a non-experienced player. But again, that might be asking for a little bit too much. That's just my personal opinion. Hopefully the game finds some way to figure all this out, or the developers. But overall, I'm still super excited for this game. I'm glad I got to see the first cinematic trailer, because I got to see a lot more in the first trailer, which is crazy, because I thought I would possibly see way more in the second trailer. But it's nice to know that from the second trailer, the Ringmaster has the ability to create like minions. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of perk system for both the bunnies and the Ringmaster. I'm also wondering if this is going to be a free-to-play game, because if it is, there's most likely going to be like microtransactions for cosmetics for the bunnies, maybe different clothing styles. The Ringmaster, maybe they could be like a different person, like a clown or something like that has different attributes, possibly. There's a lot of stuff that they can do with this, and I'm curious to see what they have in store for it. Definitely on my bucket list, so yeah. I'm also gonna have to wishlist this on Steam. Oh man. Now there's another question of whether or not it's actually gonna come out for consoles. Yeah. And then their Kickstarter is gonna be coming up here pretty soon, so maybe there's more details on that, so I'll have to be updated on that as well. Meanwhile, I think I've taken up enough of you guys' time, so let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the game and whether or not you're gonna be supporting their Kickstarter page. Let me know, and I will catch you guys later. I'll also include a link in the description whenever their Kickstarter comes up. So yeah, all right, catch you guys in the next video.